Hello friends, you are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get updates of things that you really need to know. I appreciate every one of you who has been part of this channel, who has subscribed, and as many that are still contemplating whether to subscribe or not. I will encourage you to do that because I know you are not going to regret it at the end of the day. Please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon is very important because if you don't click the bell icon, you will not be notified anytime we publish any news. And also, I have a gift for everyone or as many that are interested on how to build a website. There is a website link in the description section. Once you open it, there's a video that will teach you on how to build a website from beginning to the end. Thank you very much. So let's go straight to the business of the day. El-Rufai behind threat to expel Southerners, says BNYL. The Biafra Nation Youth League has accused the Kaduna State Governor Mala Nasser El-Rufai of being the brain behind the threat by the coalition of northern groups to expel Southerners should the federal government fail to implement the Ruga settlement scheme for Fulani Esme across the nation within 30 days. BNYL made the allegation in a statement made available to News Express, in which NIT also berated El-Rufai for allegedly referring to Southerners as 419 people and Northerners as being more honest. BNYL said in the statement signed by its chief press secretary, Comrade Kufre Ubot, Arewa quit notice was decided in Kaduna. He, El-Rufai, didn't take any action. Now another kangaroo group has emerged to make same threat. If you read CNG spokesman Abdulaziz's statement of July 9, 2019, he also described South as criminals, similar to what the Kaduna State Governor has said days ago. BNYL in the statement warned that any attempt by the federal government to resettle Esme in the southeast and south-south would be met with stiff resistance. It said that the two regions are small compared to the north. According to BNYL, Kogi is bigger than southeast. Niger State might be bigger than south-south, let alone adding all northern states together. Is there no land there to resettle this Fulani? You know that before now, El-Rufai has been making a lot of controversial statements, and no one can really vouch for him because he has said all of these things. You know, there was a time he talked about body bags. There was a time he talked about you know, people paying for their lives if they just do something that is, you know, contrary to what they believe. And again, talking about having two countries. Like I always say, he has already divided the country. He said we have two countries, the southerners and the northerners. And he was trying to explain that they are from the northern part of the country, and they are more honest, and they are so lucky that power has been, you know, resting in their bosom right from inception of the independence of this country. So they count themselves so lucky, and one of their own is the most, you know, the richest person in Africa, you know, referring to Dangote and all of that. Though he tried to agree that poverty, you know, rests in their region and all manner of things, trying to encourage his people that to be able to be more united. Like in their own case, they are more honest compared to the southerners, that you hardly hear something of or a thing like Yahoo boys or 419. That when you talk about the most corrupt people in the country, people that have really been going to court, there are people that have been alleged or accused of any corrupt practices, that is usually from the southerners. A lot of people reacted to what he said, and they, you know, gave it back to him. You know, now that this Biafran youth, you know, accusing him that is the brain behind what this northern coalition group has said, that they are giving the government 30 days, that if after 30 days, if the Ruga is not implemented, that they are going to do their worst. And meanwhile, other group came out and began to say something like, you know, referring to the southerners as criminals. So, and because that's a statement, this 30-day ultimatum made by this coalition group from the northern states, it was made in Kaduna according to what this Biafran Youth League is accusing him of, and he never condemned it. And after some days, he made a comment about Southerners being the, fraudulent people, that this other kangaroo group said the same thing, meaning they are working in hands, hand in hand, that he knows about this thing. So the Biafran Youth League has now warning the federal government that if they really want to carry out this their threats after that 30 days, that they are still really waiting for them. So, but what they are just trying to say is that this threat of a thing, that El-Rufai knows about it, because the decisions and the statement was made in Kaduna, and coupled with the fact that a lot of groups are still referring to the way he described the Southerners. So they believe that it's the brain behind the whole thing. Like now, until he comes out to debunk that, and we can't just veg for El-Rufai, because he has been saying some controversial things before now, that he has even said those things are even in the public domain. So even if they are thinking, or they believe that El-Rufai could have been the brain behind all of this group coming out, giving the federal government ultimatum, one cannot rule that out until he comes out to debunk it. So guys, that's just my opinion concerning all of this. I would like to hear from you what you think about it. Please put down your comments in the comment section below, and let's rub minds together. Thank you very much. Bye.